Welcome to Brighton Broadcaster News at 1:30. I'm Ant McEwan and here are the top stories this afternoon. Breaking news: and armed officers have forced entry into a building in Worthing concerning the welfare of a man. The A24 through Broadwater is still currently closed with diversions in place. We'll have updates as this story continues. Nearly 1 in 3 crimes committed in Brighton are related to violent or sexual assault. With such a large young community and figures of violent and sexual crimes on the rise, should students be more aware of their own safety? We spoke to the chair of the Feminist Society at the University of Brighton, who feels that there needs to be responsibility on students to avoid dangerous situations where they may be vulnerable.
People shouldn't have to change fundamentally who they are to be to feel safe and be safe. Should be able to have fun. So yeah, I think it does need to be safer in that respect, but also it's the people getting themselves in that situation as well sometimes. Because if you're getting an Uber, that's not your fault. But if you're going to a taxi driver's car and doing lines in his car, then if something happened, that would be on you.
2 out of 5 deaths of homeless people are linked to drug-related causes, according to a Brighton and Hove City councillor. Coroner Veronica Hamilton-Deely says the city has the highest number of drug-related deaths than anywhere else. Lisa Hall reports.
I'm here outside the Coroner's Court in Brighton, where Coroner Veronica Hamilton-Deely said that Brighton has the highest number of drug-related deaths than anywhere else.
In 2019, it was found that deaths from drugs were at an all-time high in the UK. At the Brighton Coroner's Court, Coroner Veronica Hamilton-Deely said that Brighton has more drug-related deaths per capita than any other coroner's office. Statistically, it is clear that rough sleepers often suffer more than most when it comes to drug abuse. 2 in 5 homeless people's deaths in Brighton are related to drug poisoning, according to Brighton and Hove councillor Nicole Brennan. With Brighton having the second largest homeless population in England, this statistic is high. Despite the fact that Brighton has a high volume of drug-related deaths, Ms Hamilton-Deely has assured the public that these cases will never be dismissed as just another drug-related death, and that the Coroner's Office is totally committed to these investigations. I'm Lisa Hall for Brighton Broadcaster News.
In a history-making decision, TV cameras are allowed to be filming in Hove and Lewes Crown Courts. New legislation being presented to Parliament will allow judges' sentencing remarks in high-profile criminal cases to be seen and heard by TV and online audiences. Now, January is a tough month for some of us after the annual Christmas spending spree, so losing your job at this time of year is worse than normal. On Sunday at an East Sussex department store, it was told that they will be closing for the last time. Jobs will be lost, but plans are being made by Eastbourne businesses to increase retail sales and to stop this happening again. Chris Dabbs has more.
Debenhams here is closing. It's leaving Eastbourne after nearly half a century with a loss of around 120 jobs. It joins Mothercare that closed last week with a loss of around 50 jobs or so. The Debenhams site is a huge site and it's called an anchor site, and that means that other traders in town rely on the site, that is on Debenhams, to bring people in to shop in their shops. So its loss is keenly felt by some. The Chamber of Commerce have been behind something called the BID, which is the Business Improvement District, which sits in the centre of town and is designed to bring more people into town to spend more money in the retail stores. I've been speaking with Stephen Holt, who's the chair of the BID committee, to ask him exactly how he thinks this is going to help Eastbourne.
Over 5 years, Eastbourne BID will raise £1.5 million, and that's all generated by the local economy and the local businesses, and that will be then spent on town centre improvements. So it will be things like providing security for businesses, it will be things like evening lighting, it will be things like events in the town centre.
With 20 shops at least looking to be rented within this small area, Eastbourne's hoping that with this business improvement district they can bring people back to town and away from the internet. I'm Chris Dabbs, Eastbourne, Brighton Broadcaster News.
And now for the weather. This afternoon temperatures remain quite steady until we head into the late afternoon, where cloud cover should start to clear and we may even begin to see temperatures move into double digits. There's currently only a small chance of rain, though this may increase as the day goes on. The time is 1:35 and we'll be back in an hour, but for now, thanks for watching Brighton Broadcaster News. Goodbye.